Acoustic guitars are made up of several individual parts that dictate how the instrument plays and sounds. First, let's start with the body of the instrument. So acoustic guitar bodies are the main factor that goes into how a guitar sounds. Guitar bodies are composed of top, sides, backs, and bracing. So here's your top, sides, back, and then your bracings on the inside. We will get more into the construction of the body once we go over the rest of the guitar. Attached to the top of the guitar is the bridge. Now it's responsible for the height of the action and in part how well the instrument plays. Now bridges can be pinless like the one you see here on this Breedlove or have pins. Traditionally pins are used in most acoustics, however pinless bridges are becoming more popular as they provide easier string changes and arguably better resonance. Now right here where you see the strings come up and get pulled over, that's called the saddle. Now that could be made of synthetic or natural material. Bone and plastics are very commonly used. Bone normally has more of a mellow tone when it comes to saddles. Now moving up from the bridge, you have the sound hole right here. Sound holes are what actually let the tone come out of an acoustic guitar. The more pinched the sound hole is, generally the more focused that sound is going to be. Also, the sound hole can provide access to any electronics that are installed. On this particular Breedlove, you can see the system right here for volume and tone on the electronics. Now sometimes if a player is having issues with feedback, covering this sound hole will solve those issues. Now also inside the sound hole you can normally find your truss rod adjustment, and a luthier will use that to adjust the neck up and down how they see fit. Now up from the sound hole, the neck heel connects to the body. Now the neck has several parts to it and is also responsible for the action and general feel. Now attached to the top of the neck is the fingerboard right here, and that's where your frets are installed. Up from there, and the last piece of the action puzzle is the nut. Now like the bridge, the nut can be made of synthetic or natural material. Normally your saddle and your bridge will match. Lastly, we have the headstock right here, and that's where your tuning machines are installed. The number one spec for tuning machines is their ratio. Now your ratio is how many times it takes to turn this knob to make a full rotation. 12:1 ratio is considered kind of your low end, whereas 18:1 you'll find on most pro instruments.